Well, good morning, boys and girls. Can you say good morning? Oh, I'm so glad to see you here this morning. This morning we're going to be looking at another one of the 10 Commandments, which is the 6th commandment. Do you know what the 6th commandment is? Do you know? Yeah? Do you know what the 6th commandment is? Which one? You're thinking about it. Do not steal? Well, if it was stealing somebody's life, that should give you a hint. Yeah.
Do not murder.
Do not murder, that's the one. Do not murder. Now, has anyone here ever called somebody else a bad name? I know I have. Have you called somebody a bad name? Anybody else called somebody a bad name? Parents? No, well, we sometimes, the temper gets the best of us sometimes, and we might call somebody a bad name. Now, everybody knows what murder is, right? Taking somebody else's life unjustly. Well, actually, that's what we're going to get to in just a moment. But I'd like to read from you what Jesus had to say about murder. He said, "You have heard that it is said, people said long ago, do not murder. And anyone who murders will be subject to judgment. But I tell you that anyone who is angry with his brother," anyone who is angry with his brother will be subject to judgment. Again, anyone who says to his brother, raka, or a bad word, is answerable to the Sanhedrin, but anyone who says, you fool, will be in danger of the fire of hell. So Jesus clearly understood that murder was not just a physical thing of taking somebody else's life, but he understood that it was an attitude that we had in our hearts, calling somebody else a bad name. Calling somebody else a fool is a violation of this commandment, the 6th commandment, thou shalt not kill. Now let's take a look at the next slide, because it asks the question, what does the 6th commandment teach you? And it's a little bit more full. The answer is a little bit more full than what I've just described to you. What's the answer here? Not to take anyone's life unjustly. Now let's think about that for a moment or two. You've probably seen police officers, have you? Has anybody here seen a police officer? Have you ever seen a police officer? Have you? No? Well, you probably have, but haven't recognized them, because we've got a couple of retired police officers in the congregation here. And police officers, yeah?
And sometimes, if you're going really fast, the officers might do it.
Sometimes if you're going really fast,